Hello everyone, Agion here, another come to yours to replay. So on the south side, as the Ostheer forces, we have Luciano, or Lucanio, either way. So on the north side, as the British player, we have Smiley Face. I'm assuming that's a smiley face, because I can't really pronounce that. I don't know how to even pronounce that, try to turn that into words. Oops, got a bit of a misclick right there. He actually said click to retreat. Both of them, I know it's a couple misclicks here and there. One that said, oops, misclick. By the way, both a bit of a bad start for both players. Oh well, if they both have a bad start with misclicks, I guess it's relatively even. Looks like we got three not rear echelon, infantry section opener versus the, of course, MG into Grenadier opener. Like there's anything else an Ostheer can really do, other than Ostrupen. He's just only got that slightly built. He doesn't really plan on finishing it unless he really needs it. He's trying to get them as much MAC pressure out as possible, prioritizing the capturing other than actually finishing the construction of all these structures. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick. I have a bit of a cold. I just want to try and get some fluids down my throat, try to moisten it up. Infantry section looks like they captured 4, then they're going to head backwards, which may result in these Grenadiers get a little bit of a cutoff of the field, try to decapture it for a brief moment. He has fully built that trench, so he's going to have a lot of staying pressure. He has built the platoon command post, so you'll have access to his engineers and to sniper. Both mortar pit here is quite strong. Sniper on this map can also be quite strong, but you have to be careful of your opponent also building a sniper. Retreating back that quickly, you could do a soft retreat and be fine. You wouldn't lose a model, you take some damage. So full retreat is a very bad choice. MG42 in very strong building. So I would imagine getting out some Royal Engineers and mortar pit here would be quite powerful at the moment. Goes out for another Grenadier, so it looks 3 Grens versus 3 infantry section, plus the MG. We have, in fact, Royal Engineers. So let's see how right I am with the mortar pit in that location. I mean, it's a quite common spot. It's very well protected inside your own base. I have the MGs and the... Oh! It looks like he's going to eye putting the mortar pit right here. A bit of a safer spot. Using the short cover. And no, he's just trying to open up his base so he has a faster retreat route and a faster enter back in the combat route. Grenadiers may win out this fight, but of course rear infantry section are much stronger. And that's interesting. Destroying all that cover so he can get faster in and out of his base. And the MG in his base does pretty much cover that entirely. So the MG can still cover him, assuming he has vision. It's a nice safe mine, prevent any light vehicles from diving in. So he may go for a sniper. I'm guessing mortar pit. He has 400 manpower. We got a Ostheer mortar now available or out on the field. It looks like he's going to build his mortar pit right there, just as I predicted. And I just absolutely love the idea of using destroy cover right here. Just allows him to go in and out of his base much quicker. And the chance that I'll be used against him is highly minimum. Because it's MG here to mostly protect it. So I really love that spot. And somehow, and that one model here was preventing the decap, so very nice positioning. First mortar group's coming in, it's going to wreak havoc on this Pioneer squad. It does kill off 2 of the members, which is more than enough to displace the squad. Just enough just only the damage is all he needed to displace the squad. Gets in and out very quickly, very nice. More and more mortars are going to rain in. He does have, this mortar pit will cover to the edge of this VP, but can cover to right around here, I believe. So he does have very good angle cover. Did sustain quite a bit of damage, but he didn't really need to retreat that. He could just move away and heal it up. Grenadiers will engage, will push back the Royal Engineers from a nice safe distance. MG42 has been spotted, did a bit of suppression on the squad. And now those mortar pits should start raining in on this MG. We got a counter mortar trying to set up or initiate a barrage upon the mortar pit. Hopefully you can protect the MG, can't really shoot at both of them at the same time. Also, this Grenadier squad will get pushed back. There's just too much fire upon it. In fact, denying that capture at the last moment, which denies a little bit amount of resources. Those rifle grenade needs to retreat back. Those eventually displace the MG. The mortar pit has sustained quite a bit of fire. MG popped out. Mortar pit's trying to rain in on the grenade warfare. Besides the retreat back, he could have done soft retreat. He's a bit too aggressive with those retreat buttons. He could do soft retreats so many times. Lightning War, quite a common doctrine. It's quite meta doctrine because you got the skill strafe, because it skillfully destroys pretty much any medium vehicles. With just a click of a skillful button. It's General's Gentleman tends to make that reference because there's no skill in it whatsoever. Sarcasm. So you also get the G43s. G43s allows the Grenadiers to be much more aggressive, but the best way to counter that is 5-man squad. There's nothing the Grenadiers can really do against 5-man squads. They can't actually win out against on equal grounds versus the infantry section anyway. They beat them out of cover, in cover, at range, at close range. And of course, they just have much better survivability. There's nothing Grenadiers can really do to beat out infantry section, and it's even worse when they have 5-man squad and Brens. While the Brens doesn't add in as much DPS as an MG42, the fact they're so healthy with 5-man squad, you just can't really beat them with Brens. And your mortars are useless versus the mortar pit. Their Vigor's overall generally a little bit better than MG42 on against with damage-wise on an engagement between the two. But they're both good suppression platforms. We do have the Advanced Fortifications Doctrine, do we? Well, we do have the AC, so we won't see any Bofers. Interesting. He's going solely for the counter battery. Just because he doesn't need to worry about repairing emplacements. He's doing solely for the counter battery, which is, I would say a good way to use the doctrine. Counter battery is such a strong ability, and for 30 munitions, back when it was free, it was absolutely overpowered, because free counter barrages that can reach pretty much to your opponent's base. Now, it's a timed ability for 30 munitions. Which is still very powerful, but it's not absolute free. Like how it was before. Getting the structure is probably not exactly a good idea. Hiding behind it would be just as effective. A pack out for that AEC. It does have Battle Phase 2 now researched. This Pioneer Squad needs to retreat back. It's too low in health, even for War to get in the garrison. You have actually LMGs being built, so he's decided not to go for the G43s, even though the doctrine that had it. G43s allows them to be much more aggressive. I can see having like defensive squad and offensive squads if you mix them in a bit. But going solely for MG42s, which seems like he is I don't like it. Use the power of your doctrine as much as you can. Has gotten a lot of damage on this mortar pit, but he did push away the mortar, so he have been a moment of reprieve. So we do got some weapon racks for the British player, so we will have most likely Brens for his infantry section, so he could go for a couple Piets for his Royal Engineers. Infantry section is moving forward. Oh, we do have a mix of squad. That's very nice, having a mixture between the two. Yeah, something being built over here. He's going for the forward assembly, which will increase the rate of fire of the mortar pit. He can always get their... Oh, he can also use that for repairs instead of his Royal Engineers, which also can be quite handy. I sort of like this. He's not using it for the overpowered hold the line technique with Bofors and all that. So I find this using the advanced emplacement regiment quite acceptable. I find this quite acceptable. Is not mixing with Bofors, which tend to be the bit annoying part, because not only they grant them the garrison bonus, where they get that stupid barrage ability to defend to defeat their own counter, they also get the repair bonuses along with it within combat. That's a brace up structure. It needs to get that repaired up. Might as well throw the Royal Engineers to help with repairs. It will start its repair now. One thing I really wish is that these guys won't repair units in combat. That's the only thing I say it's overpowered about that repair ability. Repairing in combat. I don't mind it being passive repairing for repairs out of combat, but not in combat. It does also go for the health upgrade for it, which makes him just so much more resilient. I mean, they're out repairing the damage of the mortar, the counter mortar. Got an assault over here. The Piets, there are no Piets on the Royal Engineers. They do have the Minesweeper, however. This Grenadier squad will need to get forced back. He may get wiped. There's a lot of Bren fire upon him. And now there's nothing really you can do against versus mortar pit. You need to destroy the... Oh, looks like we do got the counter barrage. The counter barrage also disables the production of any of the squads nearby. With counter barrage, he does eliminate that mortar. We got a Panzer IV now out. It doesn't even manage to capture that mortar. Since he can't destroy it, might as well capture it. We do got relief infantry squads, so Ostheer will be an option, which Ostheer won't be half bad. But of course, he's saving up for the skill strafe. We got the 6-pounder now out. He's trying to kill the AEC. It's very low in health. He needs to decrew the pack with this AT gun, which he will get it down to 2 members. Yeah, it looks like the rest of the members will go off. He's going to destroy that AT gun. Very nice. And he has spotted the forward HQ, which quite honestly is sitting right in that area. He could have set it down right here, be a bit more safer. But also will grant forward repairs to the squads right here, so that can be quite nice. Plus, now this carcass really makes for some good heavy cover. Things coming forward, he does recruit the... We'll get another anti-tank. Ooh, the Piet just barely misses. That Piet could have killed it off. Pack is still alive, but though it was a bit damaged. Repairing even the cache. Andy. that is a munitions cache, so he's going to heavily rely on all these abilities. I mean, precision barrage, counter battery, the improved fortifications all cost quite a bit of munitions. You always get improved fortifications, increasing the health of this structure like by 200 and some armor. Make it a little bit more less vulnerable. He's starting to push forward. He's going to build some sandbags here so he can get some more better defensive position. He also put his MG42 away from the mortar pit so he doesn't worry about it bleeding him dry. Plus, it gives him pretty good security over the fuel and VP.
We're losing a capture point.
Transport is going to roll on through. There's not really any effective AT. We do got the AAC and the 6-pounder, which will help push them away. Going for a sniper is very risky. There's also some PX here, but they're firing against the wrong target. He's going to actually try to crush them. He does retreat back before any crushes happen. Pack is in a bit of a wrong angle. Needs to reposition that. And the captured mortar is actually doing quite a bit of damage to the pack. And now with the free automatic repair, it's just a little less micro for him and can keep the 4 engineers out also. Grenadiers are going to start moving forward, trying to capture the area, but there's a lot of Bren fire against them, so he's really have a hard time pushing this out, especially if his opponent were to get some 5-man squad upgrade. In fact, he has quite a bit of oh, a community command post just been built. We'll get a couple Panzerfaust off. We do have the AT gun in the area. No, we don't. It's currently being blocked by the Panzer IV and vice versa. You could go for another Panzerfaust, but since it's repairing in combat, it doesn't matter. You can keep it in fight while it's being repaired.
Our supply line's broken.
Now we do got this Bren blob moving forward. Razor wire is now being set up. Yeah. Those are the sandbags were destroyed by the AT gun. It looks like the Bren's going to move forward. They will run into this MG42, but there's a couple line of sight blockers, some good defensive cover so they can hide and protect themselves. Is starting to move forward. A couple pioneers are. These pioneers are a bit low in health. At least the ones of the flamers is. And that is primary combative ones. And they're still trying to repair in combat. One wrong hit and boom, they're all dead. That could have been bad. You got hammer available. Ooh, this squad needs to retreat back. And so now comets are now available. He does have plenty of fuel for a comet. He had the sniper just slowly picking away at these squads, or can, anyways. I assume there was something inside the bunker, but there's not. Surprised he hasn't been building a comet yet. He has plenty of resources for it. Oh, it costs 500 manpower, not... I was thinking 460 for some odd reason. These Grenadier squads will get displaced. Manage to pick off one of the models before they head out. And this is a very powerful hardpoint, able to repair it in combat, even if they get a Panzerfaustball, so the AC will have a hard time actually going down in that area. Even building sandbags in the middle cover, that's not exactly advisable. Looks like he's using destroy cover for some odd reason. He could have made use of that. Not exactly sure why he got rid of that. Oh well.
We're losing a capture point.
Has built another mortar right behind the house, and maybe a bit too close, so it may hit the house, but of course, one shot or two will destroy the house. Nope, he will fire through it. I think he's trying to barrage down the mortar, but with the automatic repairs, he can't destroy that with a mortar. He needs a Panzerwerfer. Of course, that tier technology is highly impossible to get when you're under pressure of a comet. We got a precision barrage. With the AC and not the comet now coming forward, the AC will at least get some vision of the Panzer IV. He will get away, but perhaps the Panzerfaust will come through. Yeah, he will destroy that AC, but the Panzer IV will go back down. Ooh. Looks like it barely just missed there. But just scoring bounce after bounce after bounce. It looks like the tank does go down. Let's call him the skill strength. Ooh, both of them get some good hit, and even damage the engine. The sniper's coming forward. The airplanes are going to come around, going to get another hit. Do in fact have a Tiger tank. The Tiger tank, of course, will be a great counter to the Comets. Scoring a bounce in the frontal armor at that range? Really? Hands around the medical bunker, but the pack gun will get the kill. Nope, actually the Tiger will. Wait. Tiger? 0 kills. Pack? 0 kills. Was it the airplane? Vehicles destroyed. It was the Pioneer Squad that got the kill. The Pioneer Squad must have got a last hit and must have got the kill themselves when it went out of control. Congratulations, Pioneer Squad. You shot a combat tank to death using your SMG-40. Your MP-40s. Using the reserves, trying to get some more Ostheer, which will greatly help him with assault or defense, at least some additional shots to soak in for the mortar pit. And now losing that combat tank, that's a huge problem. Now doesn't really have any effective counter to this. And a Sherman Firefly would be a great option at this point. And 5-man squad upgrades. 5-man squads to take on the infantry with hands down, no problem. And the Firefly 4 handling the Tiger tank.
The enemy is determined, and we are down to 300 points.
You in fact have 1 squad of Ostheer. He can get up to 2 more. I believe it's 3 in total. Yep, 3 squads of Ostheer. Ostheer march. In fact, losing a couple casualties may not be the worst idea. Try and get that Ostheer. Get as much value for that ability as you can. It's quite cheap, what, 80, 90 munitions? You could throw a gammon bomb over the wall. Gammon bomb? Gammon? Yeah, he's going to throw a gammon, and he does retreat back. Ooh, the Ostheer! Ooh, some more Ostheer! Nope, he needs a couple more casualties. We lost 2 more, and the ability just timed up, so no more Ostheer. Did he actually recapture this mortar squad? Because I don't see the mortar squad for his opponent, so perhaps he actually recaptured it instead of building another one.
Attack. Typical enemy trick, isn't it?
With 2 AT guns, we need to keep these things alive so you can have some sort of fighting capability versus the Tiger Tank. Because the Tiger Tank is not fully repaired, not doing anything much at the moment.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Ooh, the Ostheer needs to fall back. Though losing Ostheer wouldn't be the worst thing that happens to him. He's trying to focus on that munitions cache, but it's currently being repaired in combat thanks to the forward HQ. Tiger Tanks come forward, does fire one shot and kill it off. He runs straight into 2 AT guns, but decrews, or drops a Bren, I should say. Looks like these are single-armed, Brand-armed infantry section. In fact, this squad lost all of its Brens, apparently. Its only Bren. Thanks to Vet 3 then gains a couple slot items, and slot items work by they have a chance of dropping if there's no other additional people hold a slot item. So, and they gain 2 slot items at Vet 3, the scoped Lee Enfields. We'll throw out a rifle grenade, retreat. Oh, no, cancel it before he actually fires it. Probably was a good idea. Didn't want to lose that squad. Even if he was at brief moment. Brief moment's just what you need to lose a squad. Infantry section now coming forward. We'll range the MG42. Assault G4. Ooh, but there is a AT mine there. If you were to throw a rifle grenade, it will explode. So you have to be very careful right there. If you can use this MG squad to retreat for offense, I will honestly just stick that Ostheer squad behind some heavy cover and over here hold the line. We do see an Ostheer coming out. Ostheer. Very good for all these infantry squads. It doesn't really need any heavy mount AT because he only expects any Comet or Firefly to come out. And Tiger Tank can handle that on usually most situations anyways. You only lose it under certain circumstances, such as focus fire by like all AT guns and all that. Ostheer, one of the best minesweepers in the game. Ooh, drops another Bren. This squad had all of its weapon slots used up. And even trying to use a sniper to engage. Running into a bunch of AT guns. He may in fact lose one more shot. Nope. Sniper squad is currently sniping away the AT guns, I think. They have to be very careful.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Oh, try to get that squad wipe. If he was incendiary, he would have got it.
Supplies looking a bit squiffy.
Ooh, the sniper may get killed. Nope, he will retreat back in time. Because I've got some row engineers. That 3 of the Piats. And the Ostheer player will resecure the central VPs. And he hasn't really got any indirect fire. He is going to use the precision barrage on this point. He probably will lose a squad if he's going to try to decapture and run away. Nope, he does not decapture in time. But he doesn't lose a squad either. He did lose a couple men, but I would say sticking around any bit longer would have been way too dangerous. Looks like we do got a Comet tank now once again out.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Looks like the Comet will start going into the Ostheer. Nothing much Ostheer can do. Tiger Tank's pushing directly forward. Yes, but there are AT mines there. He could force fire the ground to destroy it. Or attack. He could just order an attack move onto it. And he won't. The Comet Tank's trying to move forward. He may get a Panzerfaust 2 onto it. No, he does not. U-43s at this range will make short work of the Royal Engineers, especially when they're not fighting back and they have Piats. Tiger Tanks once again moving forward. The AT mines are now recloaked. Don't go in, don't go in, don't. Force fire the ground, destroy it. You know it's there, or hopefully you know it's there. Ooh, but this... Why is he attacking the Tiger tank with friends? He looks like he does avoid that AT mine just barely. It looks like this pack may get decrewed, and it has target weak point. It looks like he has used target weak points. May have hit the counter tank actually.
One of our anti-tank guns is gone.
Looks like he did decrew the anti-tank gun, and this mine does get destroyed. I'm not exactly sure by what, wasn't really paying attention. Perhaps the Tiger tank shooting a one on last retreat, may could have been the mortar squad. All these squads are back at base healing up. He needs to get the Pioneers into repairing the Ostheer, and he needs to get that back up. You apparently have a Stug being on the way. The Stug, of course, is effective AT.
Where do you want this comet?
Ooh, nice hit. In a moment of quiet, this game usually tends to fall around this VP at the end of the game. The side ones are relatively easy to secure by one side or the other.
All infantry squads can have an additional infantryman. We've lost an anti-tank gun.
An AT tank gun is not exactly desirable due to the fact that he needs to get the AT on the field. And thanks to that forward repair point, he just needs to back up just so slightly to get the automatic repairs. Looks like we do got a skill shift coming in. The first plan is trying to get the tank. Does get some minor damage onto it.
One of our anti-tank guns is gone.
Offense now pushing. Ostheer now pushing forward to destroy the infantry units. You could start focus firing. Yes, he's not going to focus fire on the AT gun. Getting some good penetrating hits along with the Stug. Let's destroy it entirely, which is very important. Let's throw an anti-tank rifle grenade up on the AT gun. Decrews that. But the mortar pits was still wailing in more and more mortars. We may lose this Grenadier squad. He does in fact lose it. And the P8 sort of bounces body forward. We do get the counter tank now back coming out once that skill strafe is off the field. He does have a couple AT here to deal with it. Tiger tank still actually has plenty of health, so the Tiger tank could come forward. Actually, looks like just being repaired up. As a white phosphorus smoke. Looks like he will enable the war speed engine, so now you can get that free blitzkrieg basically. And again, blitzkrieg's always been cheap. Well, 30 munitions not. It's actually quite a bit. Looks like Luciano has sustained quite a bit of a good amount of presence. It looks like there's also some anti-infantry minefields right here. Also a teller mine. I don't know what hit that, but the Ostheer's right on top of one wrong hit or move. It will explode, destroying his own engine, or damaging it at least. And maybe that will help along with the shot. Could actually kill off the tank.
They're trying to take it.
Quite a bit of map pressure for Luciano, capturing up all these points. We'll get the triple cap in his favor. Looks like he did lose that. Wait, no, but I think we did see that Trooping squad go down. Saw Grenadier squad going down. He did rebuild that one. It was his G43 Grens. Ooh, and there goes that Grenadier squad. This is trying to come forward. He has spotted another mortar pit. Does use a precision barrage. Looks like he's getting quite a bit of damage. Got a couple stuns off. One of the Grenadier squads did go down. No, that was this one. Looks like the MG42 did go down that barrage also. Trying to get rid of the repairs is a very good option to do that. Of course, it's repairing itself. It does have... Oh, apparently it also got a damaged engine from... Maybe it was on top of AT mine, a teller mine. Let's destroy that repair base, which is actually quite important. That's actually what's providing all the fresh presence, because it's able to repair all these mortar pits and vehicles like that. He's going to charge straight on in, blitzing in. Does scroll a miss there. And that AT mine there may be used for great effect on defense. Got a drop Bren also. But destroying those mortars would be quite good. Something hit the King Tiger. Don't think it was the Comet. Okay, we'll destroy this one at least, though it is braced, sustaining quite a bit of fire. And it's the unvetted one or unupgraded one, so that one's a bit more tolerable to lose. Yeah, you will lose that entirely. Now he's going to move forward. There are some Piets here. The Comet tank is only about half health. If you can kill off the Comet tank, it'll be great. The also needs to make sure he starts wailing to the infantry squad, get as much damage as possible. Does get a nice crush upon the Royal Engineers, thus removing all the Piets because it's down to the Minesweeper. Does throw in the precision barrage and may lose the King Tiger depending how the shells land. No, that's actually the close air support. That was not precision shot. He will destroy the Comet tank with the close air support. And with that going down, and looks like a smiley face has surrendered. This is Agion saying thank you for watching. I'm going to make my intro away from all that sound. This is Agion saying thank you for watching, or outro. Thank you for watching, and signing off. I need to stop interrupting myself.